I'd love to see some more of the, women empowerment, like social media accounts talk about volleyball. I think right now the big thing is basketball, soccer, and we're here too. Volleyball exists.
Welcome to We Need to Talk Now, presented by AT&T. I'm Alicia Jay, and today I'm joined by a very special guest that we've had on before, but this time we get to call her a LOVB champion, Logan Eggleston. I was so excited. I messed up your first name, Logan. Like, what is going on?
Okay, I love the
Welcome
excitement.
back to the pod.
Happy to be here. I'm so excited.
Well, we are so happy that you are here. And like I said, you are a League One volleyball champion now. And it's crazy. We were just talking about this off show. I interviewed you right before the season started. And now I'm interviewing you as a champion. Like, that's wow. Congratulations. And when you look back at this season, what stands out to you the most? Obviously the championship, but it was the first season that, the league has ever had. So what has stood out to you the most?
Yeah, the easy answer is a championship. Obviously we worked so hard to get to that point, and to do it in year one and kind of make history for Love was so awesome. But, I think the biggest thing that stood out to me this year was just like the fans that showed up. I thought it was such a cool year. It's the first year of this league, and we still had like countless sellouts. We had fans show up every single day at every single game. It was just like such an incredible atmosphere all season, such an incredible environment, and it just really gets me excited for what's to come next.
Yeah, and volleyball never stops. I think you have already started something. What are you doing now? Literally, you just won.
Yeah, so I'm actually in Anaheim, California now, starting training with the national team. So we had about 8 days off after winning to get here. So it's exciting though. It's kind of fun to go from one thing to the next. We worked so hard during season to accomplish that goal, but now it's on. It's like we're shifting gears onto national team. I'm excited to play with Team USA and kind of see how this summer goes.
Yeah, literally on the go 24/7 with you. LOVB champion, first season that you've ever played in it and that anyone has ever played in it. We talked about what your hopes for the season were at the beginning of the season. But what do you think is one thing that you hope that people experienced watching you in this league?
Man, I just hope people fell in love with the sport. I think the biggest goal of Love was to continue to push the sport forward and to help it grow. And so I hope everyone that was there in person, that watched on TV, just really fell in love with it and are excited for what's to come. I hope that they bought in, they engaged with, the players, the coaches, the fans, the whole experience, and that I hope they're excited for what's to come in the future, because we're going to continue to build, we're going to continue to grow, get great players, get great coaches. And this league we're setting up to be the next major league, in the United States. We want to be up there with the NBA, WNBA, NFL, all of those great leagues that have been so historic. We're trying to reach and aim for that. And so I hope that the fans and people who have been watching are excited to be on that journey with us.
Definitely excited. And a lot of people don't really know that, it's not just a professional league. There's a lot of youth investment that has happened with this league as well. Can you tell, for people who don't know, can you tell them a little bit about that? Because I think that's so interesting that it's starting from, a young age on up.
Yeah, the whole premise of Love was building a whole entire community from the youth to college to pro. And so it's really cool. Us at the pro level are getting to interact with the youth volleyball players. We're at their tournaments. We're practicing alongside of them. The reason we're building Love isn't just for us now, but for the future, for those youth players that are striving and looking for kind of what's next and what they can, hope to do one day in their lives. And so we have this humongous atmosphere within Love where it's, the young player who's 11 years old who went to their very first volleyball practice, all the way up to a 4-time Olympian who has won, every medal in the books, who's accomplished everything in their, that they've set their mind to. And so we really just wanted to create this entire community of volleyball players where we can all work together to build something amazing. And that's what we've done. It's been so cool to go to practice. And then as I'm leaving, a 15s team is coming into practice, and I get to kind of say what's up to them. And they get to watch us practice, see how we as professionals go about our daily lives, and hopefully get to implement some of that into their lives. And it's just really cool to be a part of a community like this. I've never seen anything like it, playing overseas, but also really within any other professional sport in America. And so I think the approach that we have is super unique, and it's definitely paying off.
Well, in a lot of ways, you're looking at kind of like your younger self walking in and doing, these practices or whatever they're building for themselves. When you look at back when you were younger, what would you say to your younger self about what you're doing right now?
I mean, it's insane. It's something I always dreamed of, but never thought it would actually come into fruition. And so getting to see these younger players look up to us and be at our practices, be at our games, it's just like a dream come true. I'm so grateful that I get to be kind of that person that they look up to, because I didn't have that growing up. I didn't know professional volleyball existed at all. I knew there was college, but I didn't know what it was afterwards. And so now to be like right there in front of all these young girls, it's the coolest thing ever. And I'm excited for them, because I think it allows their mind just to expand, and their dreams and their goals just to expand and be bigger than they ever thought possible. And so, yeah, I mean, to my younger self, I would just be like, keep dreaming, girl, because it's reality. It's not this dream that's, kind of off in the future that could never come true. Like, it's a reality to get to play at home in America in front of amazing crowds with amazing players and with amazing coaches. It's real. It's cool.
That is cool. And you talk about playing at home. You brought this college championship to Austin, you and your teammate, Madison Skinner. And then now you brought a professional championship to Austin. What was it like to play in front of what is like a home crowd for you?
Oh, it was insane. I was telling her, we were like, this is like deja vu kind of. It's like, we've been here before, I think. Yeah, I mean, getting to play with her again was like, again, a dream come true. We didn't think, you never know what your professional career is going to look like. And so, 2 years after winning a national championship in college, being able to come back together and just be on the court again was so cool. But then to make it all the way to the finals and come out on top was just like that crazy moment. I remember the confetti fell down and we just looked at each other and we were like, big hug. I know like the last point of the game, we was like a big hug. It was a very full circle moment, and I'm just grateful that I got to experience it with her and some of the rest of my teammates. Yeah, this is something we've dreamed of and never thought it was going to be possible. And hopefully there's going to be many, many, many more championships between the two of us together. I don't want to ever be on the other side of the net as her. Like, I always want to be on the same side. And so, but yeah, I definitely know that there's a lot more championships in our future. And yeah, I just love playing with her and just all my Texas girls. It's really a family, and getting it to do it in front of our Austin community and, those people who've watched us play since we were 17, 18 years old is really the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, doing it in front of, all of your Texas people, hometown. I mean, you led the way with 17 kills and 5 blocks. Did you feel when you were, did you feel when you were, in the match, did you feel like we got this, or was there a point at which you felt that way? How was that when you were playing in the game?
I kind of felt it the whole time. I think so. Our quarterfinals and semifinal games were both crazy reverse sweeps. We came back from behind and just kind of like shocked the love scene. We weren't supposed to win those games, and we somehow found out a way to do it. And so I think going into the finals, we kind of had this mentality of like, we've kind of overcome a lot in the last few days to get to this point. So let's just give it our all. Let's go out there, swing hard, and just, make all the plays that we can. And so I think from point one, we kind of set the tone, and we were like, we're not losing this game. And before the game even started, I was like, this is ours. We're going to find a way. We're going to make this. We're going to find a way to crush this team, because we don't want another dramatic game like we've been playing the last few. But I could just see it in everyone's eyes. I think every single person on the court, on the bench, just had this feeling of like, we're not losing. And when your whole team kind of has that mentality going in there, it's really hard to stop, and it's really hard to turn that around. And so I felt it the whole game.
Well, you say, that mentality was there. What goes into that mentality? How do you even get there before a game starts, or a match, I should say?
Man, I mean, it's the preparation, honestly. We like to say you prepare for every game the same way, because you don't want to make it bigger than it is. But I think for that game, it was kind of a different mentality. We had a chip on our shoulder. We had overcome a lot throughout the entire season, a lot of adversity, a lot of change. And I think we just kind of said, maybe some bad words in there, but we're just like, screw it. We're going to figure this out. We are going to come out on top, and we're going to do whatever it is in our power to do that. And so it was a lot of just like hyping each other up, listening to some fun music in the locker room, getting that like kind of like that joy, that like excitement back, and then just going out on the court and putting in and just kind of showing all the work that we've put in all season.
Sometimes those are the words that you, at the time, you're the only ones that work. I've been there before.
You know the words.
I've been there before. And you talked about music. Is there like a particular song or like music that you were listening to going into it?
I'm trying to think. I think we were listening to a lot of like Meg Thee Stallion, some Doechii, just some like really like, just pump up stuff, just building our confidence. I think those artists are just kind of like, this is who I am. I'm proud of who I am. We're going to go out and just be proud of the team that we put together and like the attitude that we have. And yeah, I think we really personified that on the court. We were definitely in it.
Speaking of all of those artists, because I get pumped up for work with those artists. Okay.
But yes, I know. We need some Gorilla. Like we just need all those people. Just like, that's the soundtrack of our life. We love it.
Are there any of them that you want to see pull up to a LOVB game?
All of them. Are you kidding me? I think any female artist who wants to come and support female athletes would be amazing. I think Meg Thee Stallion, she's from Houston. We have a love team in Houston. So I'd love to see her pull up for that team, but also for Austin because we won. I think literally any artist and any person who loves women's sports would love volleyball. I think we're kind of getting to the point where people are realizing female athletes are like super awesome, badass, amazing people and amazing athletes. And so I don't know, my thing is try volleyball out because it's the next major league and it's going to definitely take off in the next few years.
Well, was there anyone that I'm just really curious, was there anyone that came to any of the games this year that you were just like blown away that they were there?
Yeah, we actually had a few. So in Austin, Gabby Thomas was there, who's an Olympic track and field runner. And so it was really cool to see another like female Olympian show up for women's sports. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, she's there front row. Like I remember turning around and I was like, wait, hey, like you're at our game. This is so cool. And obviously she's super outspoken about women's sports and supporting, and she's doing her own thing. And it's really awesome to see. But I want to see more of that. I want to see more female athletes show up. I want to see more male athletes show up. Just honestly, anyone with influence and impact coming and showing their support for our league and what we're doing is only going to make it better and make it stronger. And so, yeah, that's the big shout out. That's what we're trying to do, is just trying to get more people to learn about us and to want to be a part of this amazing league that we're building.
So you mentioned, male athletes and different people coming. Just name some other people because we want to get them out there.
Okay. Kevin Durant, you got to pull up. He went to UT. He's an investor in our league. I want to see him there. Candace Parker's an investor in our league. Pull up. Her daughter plays volleyball. We're building this for her, for people like her daughter who are getting into the kind of the college age and want to be able to continue on after college. Man, let me think who else I want to see there. I'd love to see like Serena Williams there. Like I'm going high, like Drake. I want to see Drake there. I want to see freaking Michelle Obama. Like why not like reach for the stars? Everyone. Because once you come and see a game live, you fall in love and it becomes your new favorite thing. And so, yeah, I want to see everyone pull up. I got to see you at a game. What am I talking about?
No, absolutely. I already have plans. Don't you worry.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm actually really mad that I didn't come to a game this year because I wanted to come, first year, like I definitely wanted to, but you gonna see me. You will see me.
I believe you. I believe you. We'll talk.
Yes. Well, that just leads me to my next question, because obviously there was amazing things that happened. People pulled up. You want to see more people pulling up, but what else do you want to see in the second season?
Yeah, it's more visibility in general. I would love to see us on TV more, both like our games broadcasted and streamed online, but also like, talk about us on ESPN, talk about us on SportsCenter, talk about us, in all these other side shows that are going on. Just get the word out in any way you can. Mm-hmm. Also social media. I'd love to see some more of the, women empowerment, like social media accounts, talk about volleyball. I think right now the big thing is basketball, soccer. And we're here too. Volleyball exists. Like pull up, talk about us, talk about the amazing stories that our athletes have. We have some really, really amazing women in our league, obviously as athletes, but also just really cool people. And so I think I'd love to see just more visibility around those stories and around just like hyping up the athletes in our league. I'd love to see more people pull up to games. I think we already talked about it, but like, come to a game, you will totally change. It'll change your mind about the sport. It's so much fun to watch, so much fun to be a part of. Yeah, I'd also love to see some more investments from brands. I think this is the time to invest in women's sports. We're so much more than athletes. We honestly have such a huge influence. You got to think about, the audience that we have, these young girls, they're not just into sports, they're into fashion, they're into beauty, they're into music and all these other things. And so I think that brands need to realize that investing in women's sports and specifically female athletes is only going to help their brands continue to grow. And so there's a lot to say, there's a lot to do to move forward, but I'm excited to be on this journey and I'm going to continue to help push the needle forward.
Man, that's almost a drop the mic moment. I almost want to say, like, just come on out, listen to what she's saying. Let's go.
I know.
But, I'm really excited. I think that, obviously women's sports is on the rise, like we just talked about, in every single way. And, you talked about the things you kind of want to see in that second season. What do you think? Because the promotion, right? That's one of the things that LOVB is really trying to get off the ground. What do you think promotion and marketing wise specifically needs to change just to enhance what everyone is doing in volleyball right now?
Right. Yeah. I think right now we've done a really great job of kind of spreading the word within the volleyball community. Like we've hit all the club level girls, the college girls, like people in volleyball know about Love and know about what we're doing. But I think the next step is to kind of expand into just like the entire women's sports industry, but also just sports industry in general, getting those sports fans that are just out there wanting, something to watch and something to cheer for to come over to our side and see what we're doing. So I think that's next. It's just like finding ways to really engage with our communities, both just like, the Austin community, but just sports communities in general, and showing them what we do. I think that's kind of what we were talking about internally in Love, is how can we continue to push the needle and promote ourselves, not just in the volleyball world, but kind of like outside of it. I think that's what's next. And I also think just like going internationally, I think we have a bunch of really great athletes that are international athletes. We have some girls from Italy, Brazil, oh my gosh, Argentina. I think we had this year, we had some girls from Puerto Rico, just like so many other countries with great volleyball. We had Japanese girls, like Thai players. So finding a way to get those communities involved and those communities kind of invested in what this league is doing would be really cool. So I think just expanding our community and not just focusing on the volleyball community, but just realizing volleyball is a great sport and there's people out there who want to be sports fans. And so let's find a way to get them into volleyball.
Yeah, it's wild to me how many different ways within women's sports in general that we have marketed it, right? I even think to the Liberty and what they've done with Ellie and how successful Ellie has been. She's become like an arm of the marketing with the Liberty. Do you think, is there any room with LOVB to add these mascot characters, or is there any room to add like arms of marketing like that? Because I know her rise has been I'm talking about a mascot here. Her rise has been amazing in every way, and she's almost just as visible as like the sport is itself in a lot of ways. So do you think there's room for that within this league as well?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think any creative thing like that that's different and funny and new would like take off in our sport. I definitely think there's room for like this mascot kind of idea. We've talked about it right now. We kind of are all named very similarly. Like it's Love Austin, Love Houston, like that's kind of our name. And so the thing that's next is like, how can we differentiate from each other and how can we continue to like push these individual brands, not just the Love brand, but like all these individual teams. And so I would love to have an Ellie as our mascot. Like I think that'd be the funniest thing ever. I love that idea, honestly. I'm definitely like writing that down and going to registration after this. But yeah, I think anything that's creative like that is just so cool, especially in this age of social media. There's so many more avenues to reach people. And the fact that a mascot can bring so much attention to such a successful team is the coolest thing ever. And so I am so ready and willing to get inside a little elephant head and dance around if I need to, or we can hire someone who can dance better than me. But I think, yeah, there's definitely opportunities there. And we're looking for ways to be creative and kind of be different and promote the league in different ways.
So what would your mascot in Austin be?
Oh my gosh. So we've actually talked about this so much.
Really?
Yeah, so we went to the Austin Open, which is like a local tennis tournament, and they gave us a little the coin flip. We got to do the coin flip, and on the coin was an armadillo, like just like a little armadillo. And I was like, the Austin armadillos, like maybe that could work because it was kind of like a sign. I don't know, but there's got to be something better, a little bit more intense than an armadillo. You know, they have like that hard exterior, but they're kind of like feisty. I think I like that imagery, but
Yeah.
I think we could brainstorm on that. We're thinking about it.
Keep the armadillo on the list. I like it. Keep
Right?
it on the
I think it's
list.
kind of cute. And the little drawing of the armadillo was really cute. And I was like, we could, yeah.
Yeah, I could see it for sure. I could see it.
Yeah.
Well, listen, definitely congratulations on the
you.
championship. Looking forward to the second season. And, before we let you go, we have to do something fun. Not that this interview hasn't been fun, but we have a little rapid fire for you.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So, what is one sport that if you couldn't play volleyball, you would want to play?
Basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Or
I can see it. I can see it. Favorite music artist?
Meg Thee Stallion.
All right now. Go-to pump-up song before a game.
Oh, just one? See, I'm not the one that's on Aux. It's always Asia's on Aux, Asia O'Neil. But I will say my pump up song right now is pass. I don't know. Anything Meg Thee Stallion. When she comes on, I go crazy. So maybe the song her and Glorilla's song together.
Okay.
I like that.
Now, Meg, you got to listen to us. You got to pull up.
Come to volleyball game, girl. She played volleyball in high school too, so it's.
Oh, come on, Megan.
It's written in the stars, right? It's written in the stars.
Yeah, she'll be there. She'll be there for sure. So, who is your GOAT?
Ooh, my GOAT is Serena Williams. She's the greatest at all she does, both in her sport and out of her sport. Love her.
I know that's right. So, first athlete that comes to mind when I say the sport. Okay. Soccer.
Megan Rapinoe. Rapinoe. Sorry, Rapinoe.
Oh, I'll do it one more time. Soccer.
Megan Rapinoe.
Football.
Tom Brady.
That's okay. You don't have to make that face.
I don't know if that's good or not.
Basketball.
LeBron James.
Track and field.
Alton Felix.
Tennis.
Serena Williams.
Volleyball.
Logan Eggleston.
I know that's right. Say your own name. Let's go. Ice hockey.
Oh, gosh. I don't know if I know an ice hockey player. I actually met a girl this weekend named Elle. She plays for the New York Sirens, so that's my answer.
Love it. Gymnastics.
Simone Biles.
Softball.
Ooh. I'm trying to think of someone who is actually playing now. I'm thinking of my Texas girls that I know.
It could be anybody. Whatever comes to mind first.
I'm trying to think of her last name. Wait, let me look. We can cut this, right? We can make it What's her last name? Oh my gosh. Rachel Garcia.
Period.
UCLA. Yeah.
I'm not mad. Okay, so rugby.
Alona Miller?
Alona Mar.
Alona Meyer. Yes. Dancing with the Stars.
Okay, swimming.
Michael Phelps.
Skiing.
See, I have to be better. I need to know more. I need to know more athletes.
It's okay. Trust me, we've done this with a lot of people and nobody can get all of them.
Skiing, I literally cannot think of anybody. I think yeah. Lindsey Vonn isn't a skier though. She's she's a snowboarder.
No, she's a skier.
She's a skier?
Yeah.
Okay, then Lindsey Vonn. Okay, yeah.
You got it. Golf.
Tiger Woods.
Lacrosse.
Oh my gosh. Her name's Izzy. She played Northwestern. Skane? Izzy Skane? Is that her last name? Izzy Skane.
Right.
Yeah, Izzy Skane.
That's right. That's who I would say too.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was I know her, but I was wait, what's her last name? I know her first name.
Okay, now we're just gonna play a little this and that. So playlists or podcasts?
Sorry. I have my thing on Do Not Disturb, but it's not working. Okay, say that
It's
again.
okay. Playlists or podcasts?
Playlist.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Okay.
I know.
It's okay. No, it's not bad.
I was a cat kid growing up. I love cats.
I was a cat kid as well. I do love dogs as well, but I'm with you. I'm with you. Text or a call?
Text. Do not call me.
Same.
Do not call me.
I'm like, what is this?
I
Why
get
is it
nervous.
ringing?
I get nervous. I'm like, just text me. Oh my gosh.
Right. And please don't FaceTime me either.
Right. I'm not ready.
Don't FaceTime me unless we're really good friends or you schedule it.
Exactly. I agreed. Like, I'm not ready for a FaceTime ever.
No. Movies or TV shows?
Ooh, movies.
So, okay, I know you said movies, but is there anything you're binge watching right now?
The Handmaid's Tale, the last season just came out. So I'm like, yes, that. And then also The White Lotus.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Just finished.
I'm almost, yeah, I just finished White Lotus myself, but I'm a little nervous about Handmaid's Tale for our current climate. It's almost like, I don't know if I can take it.
It's like too similar. It's like eerie how like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a tough watch. Especially
It is.
where we are right now in the world.
Oh, Lord. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
I know.
Sundays are scary.
Oh, why are Sundays scary?
Because Monday's the next day. You got to prepare for the week. Sundays are actually not that restful when you think about it.
You're right about that. It's the anticipation.
It is. It's like the feeling of like, I have to set an alarm tonight.
Yeah. Ooh. See, now I'm not going to like Sundays.
No, sorry.
Okay, last one. Cardio or weightlifting?
Weightlifting. Definitely. Got to get strong. Volleyball players. Yeah.
Strong and the protein. It's like, how do you get enough protein every day? Right. I don't know. I really don't know.
I still struggle with it. But we're working.
If you struggle with it, I'm certainly struggling with it.
We'll get there one day. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, we certainly will get there one day. And you have been to many places. And I'm just so excited to see what your career still holds. There's so much more of it. Calling you a champ. You're a USA volleyball. I mean, so many things, right? But
so much more to come. So much more to come. I'm so excited.
Yes. But thank you for always making time for us. Really appreciate it. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share, because you won't know about amazing interviews like this one if you don't do so. So make sure you do that. And until next time, you've been watching another episode of We Need to Talk Now, presented by AT&T.